throughout the tournament. We've been joined each week by a man who translated his passion for the game into documentary making. It was a movie or a film called Football Fables, directed by Baff Akoto, who is our superfan here in the studio. Spain, Netherlands. You didn't call it. I didn't call it. What do you think?
I don't think anybody called it. I think the pre-tournament favourite Spain, you know, they've found themselves again and they've come right. So in that sense, you know, the form book was correct, and the Spanish, they really looked solid against a real credible test.
But look, as we're talking, this is the reaction in Madrid, certainly, when the goal was scored. And, you know, I'm not sure, even though they knew that their team were coming good, that I'm not sure they were convinced they were going to win that game.
It was a nervy campaign. It's been a nervy campaign for the Spanish. You know, the weight of expectation, they wobbled. But that was a real credible test against Germany in the semi-final. And, you know, if you beat Germany in the form they've been in, you deserve to win the World Cup. So, yeah, all power to them. All
right, Germany beating Uruguay, of course, in the other semi-final. That was a game, wasn't it? A game and a half, in fact. I certainly thought so, anyway.
The Uruguay-Dutch. Yeah, that was... It was tense. I mean, the Dutch are by far and away the best team there, and there should have only ever been one winner, and you know, eventually there was. But it was a nervy, tense game. Van Bronckhorst's goal, another contender for goal of the tournament. It was just the sort of goal no defender, nobody has any right scoring. It was just it was a screamer. So I mean, you know, a goal like that it's fitting to send you through to the World Cup.
All right, so Germany, and thank you for correcting me, Germany and Uruguay going to play it out for third and fourth place. I know that you... I'm going to have to just guess. You're going to be a Germany supporter in that, aren't you? Because the Uruguayans, with a fist, knocked out your team, Ghana. You were disappointed, weren't you?
Broken on this set last week. I was a bag of nerves, and I was a broken man afterwards. You know, Uruguay, you know, they've done well. Forlan's had a great tournament, shown the world and shown the British, you know, the English, who, frankly, didn't have a great time here, what he can do. And I think he's come off and carried Uruguay on his back, and he's really pushed them to where they've gotten to. But, you know, it's about time the Germans put them in their place.
Yeah, and you know what? The Germans had a really good tournament, didn't they? One dodgy game, basically, and the last, and the semi-final, they just couldn't pull it together at the end of the day. They caught everybody on the break, and when they did, they looked absolutely superb.
They did. They looked a great counter-attacking team, and, you know, I thought that they'd give Spain much more of a run for their money. But, you know, the Spanish, again, you know, they stepped up and they took it to them. It wasn't a shortcoming in the Germans. They just got them beaten fair and square. Yeah. Sunday, big game,
and then the whole shebang moves on because the Brazilians are picking up and running with it in 2014, of course.
2014, yeah.
Before we go, and thank you for being here over the last 5 weeks. It's been an absolute pleasure, Mr. Baff. You pulled, or certainly suggested that Brazil would win this World Cup. I pulled Switzerland out of the CNN ropey World Cup draw, so I knew I wasn't going to make any money. What about your golden boot? Who was it? I can't remember.
It was Van Persie originally, and then it was Higuain. But I think it's... David Villa looks like he might get it, but I think Miroslav Klose against the Uruguayans. Third place is usually a nothing game, but he'll be the one man who'll be very up for it.
Good point.
He's got the record to go for, so you can see Germany come out all guns blazing.
Tevez out of Argentina, they sort of just ran out of steam, didn't they, in the end?
They didn't.
Brazil and Argentina.
They didn't run out of steam. They just got beat by better teams, you know, who played credible, good football. The Dutch are on a 25-game unbeaten streak. That's not to be sniffed at, you know. That's not a fluke. If you beat Brazil on that sort of run, you know, you've done well.
It's going to be tears at bedtime on Sunday, whoever wins, because it's, well, that's it. That's it for four years. Come back and see us.
I hope the Spanish do it.
Good stuff, Baff. Thank you very much indeed. Your super fan in the house for the very last time.